All right, guys, welcome back to Crypto Jiri. Hopefully, you guys are having a good morning today. Today, we have a lot of great news, as well as articles, as well as Bitcoin moving up to 10K again. We'll talk about the price later, but I want to show you guys a quick video of how Anthony Pompliano, as well as Alex Svetsky, are talking about Bitcoin as well as the economics of the whole world and how the feds are dealing with it. It's kind of not funny, but it's hilarious how a lot of the governments think that they're doing the right thing, even though they have the solution right in their eyes. It's just they have a lot of ego as well as addiction of printing money, right? So let's take a look real quick.
And I keep thinking about just like the virus itself has done two things. One, it's accelerated a lot of trends. One you just mentioned of kind of the wealth inequality gap, right, is definitely getting accelerated right now by kind of the government's response to this virus. But also the virus has exposed many shams in society, right? Whether it's higher education and all of the kind of the structure of that or other things. And the part to me that I've thought very critically about this and shied away from really talking about it too much because it's so sensitive. But ultimately, here in the United States, what we see is there's federal income tax. But if the government can print whatever money they need, why are people paying taxes? Right? It's kind of like a business saying like, why do I actually charge the customers when they come in if I can just keep editing my bank account and making my bank account have more money in it? Like, then I don't actually need to sell anything. I can just give away the goods, right? I don't understand, why am I actually charging people for it? Same thing here is like, why is the government charging federal income tax if they can just print whatever they want? What are kind of the thoughts there?
Well, dude, that's one of those boats being burnt, right? It's this idea that it's funny that you mentioned that, because I was during this lockdown period, I was stuck with one person who's got a really different viewpoint than me about how the world works, and very kind of like, call it a socialist viewpoint, right? The government's going to save us all and all this sort of stuff. And then when I sort of asked, when I bring up this point, like, I got her straight around to my level of thinking. I said, so tell me, why are you paying taxes? And she explained, the hospitals and this and that. And I said, well, you do realize that, more was just printed in a couple of days than taxes gathered in a couple of years to apparently bail us out. So I go, why don't they just do that and build the hospitals? And then she was like, that can't be right. That shouldn't happen. Like, so it doesn't make actual sense when you think about it for a second. So it's, I mean, this is the issue, I guess, that Bitcoin was originally designed to solve. A lot of people, and this is where I scratch my head at, like, the B cashes and all the other crypto people who are running around promoting faster payments and all that sort of shit, which is none of that matters when you look at why Bitcoin was designed in the first place, which is to remove concentrated control or concentrated ability for the resource through which we measure society to be managed by someone. So like, when you remove that, then you can't play these games where a business, instead of selling products, just edits their bank account. Like, what we're doing is we're disincentivizing real production, which is effectively the driver of economies. We're taking that out of the equation, and we're just making fucking numbers up. Like, how deranged.
So if you guys could, tell about what Alex Svetsky said about Bitcoin and the way that the feds are doing it is entirely insane when you actually like think about it, and it's crazy how people don't get it at all. It's not because people aren't smart, or it's because people are not in tune. It's just because people aren't educated enough, right? I blame it mainly on the schools because, when I was in school, economics teachers didn't know what they're talking about, or, they went to university for 4 years or even get their master's, but they really don't know too much about economics or the way that politics work and stuff like that, which is really crazy in my mind, but that's why we do have, podcasts and other education outlets out there for us to take a look. But anyways, let's go into the price of Bitcoin. As we could see right here, guys, Bitcoin did go all the way up to 9,946, and then it backed down. Me personally, since there's a big buyer's market as of right now, I'd say it's gonna go up a little bit. It could even hit 10K or pass it by tomorrow, or it could reject the nearest ceiling and then come back down to the support trend line and keep going up slowly but surely. But right, no one really knows. It could even go all the way back down to 8,800 or even to 9,000. Just because there's a new higher high. But that's my view on the market as of right now, but it's looking very good for people who are holding. Again, guys, remember 95% of the time when you buy into Bitcoin, you're going to be profitable no matter what. But of course, don't buy up here. Always buy, when the price always drops. Okay, so speaking of traders, right, we do have to pay taxes, especially in the crypto trader. A lot of the governments have put this in there just because so that they could, make their taxes, even though they don't really need our money because they could just print it like idiots. So if we do take a look, IRS solicitates contractors to help examine crypto traders' tax returns. So basically, they're trying to say that we're lying on our tax returns, and hey, why not, right? If we could, we can't, because there's no point of paying taxes if they're literally just not being true what they're spending it on. The Internal Revenue Service, IRS, seeking third-party contractors to help it assess whether certain U.S. taxpayers who have properly paid taxes on their crypto holdings. So that does include me as well as you guys. But if you guys are seeking a new business, I'd say go into, being a tax return for cryptocurrency. That would be a big business to become into. Be a lot of money in, right? So I look into that if you guys are looking to build your own business. But let's take a look. So according to an email posted online by CryptoTrader.tax and verified by CoinDesk, IRS Assistant Deputy Commissioner John Cardone said the agency is looking for contractors to assist our revenue agents in calculating taxpayers' gains or losses as a result of their transactions involving virtual currency. At least one other company in the space, which asked not to be named, also received the email. The IRS can confirm the authenticity of the email, the agency told CoinDesk. Right, so they're reaching out to this company, CryptoTrader.tax. I know them. I have listened to them. They're great people. They truly are trying to help the traders. But of course, this might bring a bad name into them, but they're always great people. So let's take a deep dive or look into it. Let's see. I don't think people will be pleased about this. However, those who have been accurately reporting their crypto taxes will not have nothing to worry about, said David Kermer, CEO of Trader Tax, a software platform used for reporting. So, like I said, right, they're great people. They do truly want to help you guys stay safe and save you as much money as you can. But there are people out there who don't even do them or just don't even try to do them. So, right, if you guys are looking to do your taxes or looking to more information about it, I go to this website and take a look on it and see what's up, because they are going to want their taxes, believe it or not, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, so that's basically the news article. I'll put this in the description. I won't go further through into it. Just a brief explanation on what's going on with the taxes of cryptocurrencies as well as Bitcoin. The next article is History has repeated. F2 pool explains message in last block before Bitcoin halving. If you guys don't know what F2 pool is basically it's a pool of miners. So for example, let's say if I had my own Bitcoin miner at home, I could get into the pool with other hundreds or even thousands of people in that pool, and we basically mine together, and whatever, the major amount is, we all split. So it's basically, working as a team rather than by yourself, because if you work by yourself mining just with one machine, you're not going to make a lot of money, and you're basically digging a hole in not having profits. So let's take a look on what they're trying to say. So ushering in Bitcoin's third halving, by far the most highly awaited cryptocurrency event of the year, Mining Pool F2 Pool rooted a mysterious message in the blockchain that will now reside there forever. So what does that mean? Let's take a look. So preceded by a fish emoji signifying the company's logo, the mining pool added the text to a headline from the New York Times, with 2.3 trillion injection, Feds plan forex sees 2008 rescue to Bitcoin OGs. The significance is clear. It's a reference to a similar newspaper heading that Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto embedded into the first block, slyly referencing the 2008's momentous financial crisis, implying that Bitcoin might be able to help combat associated systematic problems. Okay, so basically what they're talking about is, of course, Satoshi Nakamoto did put a message into the first ever block of Bitcoin back in 2008, and basically saying that, hey, this is a solution of the financial crisis, crashes in the markets, as well as printing money. That's the main solution. Stop printing money. There's no point, right? Then again, it revealed again in the first block that, hey, this is a solution in this current economic crisis, but they're still not listening, right? That's just how much the government has power over a lot of things. So let's keep reading. By chance, Mining Pool F2 Pool won the last block reward money before Bitcoin's such anticipated halving event, which cuts in half Bitcoin's rewards. How much Bitcoin is created every 10 minutes, allowing them to embed the text. So, of course, Satoshi did not embed it himself again, because no one really knows who Satoshi is, sadly. But they basically are talking about, we'll keep the tradition going, because they mined the last block. So, another great news today, very inspirational one, as well as a great community to be in. So yeah, guys, that's the last news as well as article of the day. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the news outlet that I be giving you guys. Hopefully you guys like, and maybe subscribe. I really don't care about subscribers. I only care about making people aware of what's going on, as well as a new asset to hold in. If you guys want to share it to your friends and families, that would be great. So hopefully you guys have a great day and keep hodling.